Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Vidya from the Singapore Environment Institute, your MC for today. Singapore Environment Institute, or SEI in short, is the Training and Knowledge Division of the National Environment Agency. Thank you for attending today's professional sharing series on waste as a resource, the urban mine in sustainable cities. We would like to seek your cooperation in keeping this an environmentally friendly event. Please remember to drop any recyclable items in the recycling bins provided at the back, as well as throw your litter into the bins provided. We would like to seek your cooperation in the unlikely event of a fire. Please proceed to the emergency exits located just outside the hall at the East Wing lobby. Since 2004, SEI has been staging the Professional Sharing Series, or PSS in short, where hosted more than 60 eminent academics, policy leaders, and industry experts. Many NEA staff, industry professionals, public sector, businesses, and academics have benefited from the knowledge sharing and best practices shared at these sessions. As the session goes by, please take some time to fill out our short online survey form. You can refer to the URL on this slide, which will direct you to the survey form. You can access the URL via your smartphones as well. Waste management is an important issue given increasing population growth and consumption patterns. It is imperative for discarded waste to be managed properly, or it can impact the environment. To share more about the latest best practices and ideas in waste management, we've invited Prof. Farooq Tedja, founder and scientific director of Recoupable SAS France. Prof. Tedja received his Doctor of Engineering in Electrometallurgy from the Polytechnic Institute of Grenoble in France, and his PhD in Electrochemistry from the Scientific University of Grenoble. In 1993, he patented his first process for recycling batteries using hydrometallurgy at the University of Grenoble. He then founded Recoupable and served as its president from 1994 to 2013. He is currently the scientific director of Recoupable and the main inventor of all patents owned by the company. In the spirit of PSS, which is promoting a dynamic exchange of environmental knowledge, I hope that you will take the opportunity to interact with Prof. Tedja during the session. May I now invite Prof. Tedja up on stage, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I would like first to thank the NEA and the SIE team, as well as NTU Ariane team, to allow me to have the witness on our work in urban mining and in sustainability in the sustainable city. So I just start with one of the pictures. This is the real pictures. They make a very good job. They make a very good collection. It's excellent. However, the accumulation here has a very, very big, very huge backside and negative side. Sulfur smell, risk, the fire, the carbon. So if you live next to this, this will be a really big trouble. But if you look at the other side, as industrial, maybe you think what you can do, and the first reflex is the rubber and the carbon are very good energy vector. So if, for instance, you are a cement mill owner, you can say, oh, I have my free energy, and as they have trouble, maybe they can also pay me to get it. So you have a double benefit. There is the waste cost and the energy recovered from this waste. So the sustainability today is really thinking to every problem to turn it as a benefit. So I will finish. So the sustainable growth is today not only environment and recycling, it's a real first maintaining the growth, because if we have a lot of pollution and low resource, maybe we can stop the growth. If you want to stop the growth, just try to extract your tooth like in 19th century. This is the price to pay to go back. So we need to maintain the growth. And we have to protect the environment, because as well as you increase the growth, you increase the environment impact. But also, when you grow, you have a lot of mobile phones, laptops, tablets, etc. Then you eat resources. So we need to make resource conservation. And you have also to continue the growth with acceptable cost for the society. Otherwise, if the people have always flu, have the wind, have no more water, this cost is not acceptable for the society. And finally, the social acceptance is linked to the cost of the society. And when all those touch themselves, this is the challenge of the 21st century. We have to fit all those parameters to maintain the growth in sustainable conditions. Another vision, because the environment and the sustainability is not out of the system, is not just a glass tower alone, it's in the middle of the society. So we need also to compare three. It's a very good phase diagram in chemistry, but it's not the case. We have to mix between sociology, ecology, and economy. If we don't fit, if, for instance, you just make ecology and sociology, you have a very good pre-industrial development, but don't make sense economically. If you make economy and sociology, you arrive to the traditional industry. You remember the smoke, the chimney, etc. So if you don't take account of the ecology, you have just the traditional industry. This means that you go back. Finally, if you take account the ecology and you take account the economy, you have an industrial development with rational use, okay, but now impact on the society. So you remain in the classroom alone. It means that you have to cross all parameters, and then definitively you will be at the very center of the sustainable growth. Today, the growing appetite of the city has very strong impact, really a very, very strong impact on the ecosystem. And just quickly, for the last 100 years, we observed that the population growth. This means that we need more industrial production, more food. In the same time, we need more and more raw material, then raw material decrease. After that, we have a delay, just a few years delay, and we have the increase of the pollution. If we continue in this kinetic, what's happened is that one moment, increase of population, increase of pollution, decrease of raw material, impact the food and the water availability, and then impact the population. This means that it's a real trouble, it's not a science fiction. And there is two ways to reverse this curve. The first one is to decrease the pollution, and the second one is to maintain the level of raw material. If you maintain the level of raw material, like for instance fertilizer or chemicals to treat polluted water or medicine, and then you inverse the curve of population, which is a very, very serious scenario ordered by United Nations, and it is one of the scenarios who bring the Worldwide Summit in 1992, so it's around 30 years before.